Okay, I think it's just like they say, just pick one item and start. Okay, so Othello, a fun game, but very stressful, and I don't want to stress my life. So, I think I'm gonna let that go. That'll go to the thrift shop. A puzzle I can build and then take it to the thrift shop. This is for someone who can't hold a lot of cards. For like little kids, you can put your cards in there. I have friends who have arthritis, so I think I'm going to check with my friends, see if anybody can use this, because it can go. I don't need it anymore. Okay, this game my son asked me to keep, but I've never played it, so he's going to keep it in his house, or it's not staying. Okay, this is going good. Better than I thought it would. Okay, this is all right. Ticket to Ride, fun game. I'll keep it. It'll fit under the couch, probably. Girls' Night Out, Bunko. You know, I've been talking about 8 friends, but if I do Bunko, that's 12. So maybe I need to keep a few more glasses. I'm going to hang on to it. I haven't had a Bunko game in a decade. But I didn't have this nice set either, so it'd be nice to do it again. It is fun. I might keep that for a little while longer. We'll see. Yahtzee, a favorite, but my friend has a really quiet set. I'd like to get that. A quiet travel set. So maybe I'll let it go now, because I don't really have anybody to play games with at the moment, and see if I can find a nice travel set. I think I'm okay with letting the noisy one go. I got this at the thrift shop for my niece and nephew when we were at the beach, and it was a one-time thing, so I let go of it. Stratego. Also a stressful game. I don't really want to keep it. I'll ask my son. My nephew got a copy of this, but it's updated and the numbers changed, and I never could play it with the reverse numbers. My strategy was all wrong. So I do not want this game. I will ask my son if he wants it, but it's leaving my house. Lego sword. Oh, come on. Gotta be used for this. I don't know. Why have I held on to it until now? I don't know. A basic chess board. That's always good to have when you have somebody who wants to play chess with you. Okay. Yeah, don't ignore that. Okay, sequence. I like this game. It's fun. It's also a little stressful, but it's challenging, and it's better than Othello, where you're always one flip from losing. Too stressful for me. Juggling balls. It's on my list of life accomplishments I want to accomplish, so I'm going to keep them. I have 2 sets, so I can practice twice as hard, but still have yet to master it. And as you get older, the hand-eye coordination goes bad or slow or something. I don't know. But I'm still haven't given up that lifelong goal of juggling. Oh, okay. There's 2 games here. One is Smashed. Payday. I think I'd still play that with some young person in my life. Monopoly. It's an older board. Not my favorite game, but it comes in handy. Oops. Comes in handy when you have company, young company. Which again, I don't have that much company. They all live a couple hours away. Okay, this is a great game. It's an adult version of Apple to Apples without words. Pictures only. I like that one. Great for when you're drinking. or girls' night when you're not playing bunco. Okay, now it's getting hard. This is an LED party light. Yeah. I used it once when I had visitors, and the kids found it and they loved it. But I'm not going to have visitors. But I do have parties. So I'll keep it. I'll show you what it looks like at some point. It's worth keeping. Okay, now it's getting hard. Crayolas, in case a young person visits me. Again, what young person? My niece is 18, my nephew's 15. Who wants crayons besides me? Can I put this in I don't know pile? Is that a thing? Maybe later, think about it. I don't know. Some of it went easily, some of it not so easy. Okay. This is a harder to play apples to apples. I think I can let go of it. I paid a lot of money for it, but it's really hard. It's like, what are two things that Tom Cruise and the month of February have in common? They're both unusually short. You know, that's like a joke, but it's not funny. And you had to work really hard to come up with what does Tom Cruise and February have in common. That's too much thinking in my world. So that's going to go. Backgammon, travel backgammon. I like that one. Rummy Cube, I like that one. Scrabble, I don't like this one, but I have friends who like words, so I'll hang on to it. Parcheesi, I like this one. Okay, I have paper and art supplies for all those young people who come with their crayons that are never here. I'm going to let go of most of the art supplies. The only thing I do with paper is make vision boards, and I love to make vision boards, but I don't need as much paper as I have, and I've decluttered a lot, and I don't have a printer, so it can go. I just have to pick which pieces of paper. You don't have to watch me do that. My backup, if I don't learn to juggle, I'm going to learn to do these sticks. I always want to do three things. I want to be able to do a dance number, I want to be able to juggle, and I want to be able to do a trick. I actually know 2 card tricks, but one you have to prep for and one is a math problem. But I still have goals in life to accomplish. So keeping that. These are conversation cards. I've used them multiple times for gatherings with people who don't know each other, but I must have picked the right people because they all started talking without them. And I'll take them on dates just to get us to talk about things because I do date not very well, but I try. So I don't think I need as many, and I like the container, so maybe I'll just pick some and get rid of the rest. Okay, we're getting there. Okay, these are all cards. I've decluttered them multiple times. I'm going to declutter them again, but probably not on camera because there's a lot of souvenir cards, and who cares about that? Other than me. I mean, for example. Okay, I dropped it twice. These cards. Oh, you see them? The military, this is the airline I took in 1981 when I joined the military, and they gave us cards. So those are souvenir cards. They still work. The box is falling apart, but gotta keep them in a rubber band. And this has an ongoing card game called Crazy Rummy that my son and I have been playing since he was a kid. And we paid it again in the pandemic, but we have this scoreboard. I don't even know if I can read it because it's so dark in here, but we have this scoreboard, and we say what this is in '02. This is when we started, and we're up to I don't know, some really large number. Let's see if I can find what our score is. We kept a running score all these years. Okay. Our running score is Mom at 127,815. Son at 127,783.5. So close all these years. I told him I'll be on my deathbed and we'll be in the millions. We don't play it as often because he's busy and I'm busy. Well, I'm traveling, not busy, but anyway, keeping that. Some more puzzles. I just did this one, so I'll probably let that go. I'll do this one and then let it go. I'll do this one and let it go. Maybe pass it on to my mom. So these puzzles, I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they have the alphabet on the back. So it's a 1,000-piece puzzle, and if you divide the letters up, you can have a party. Yes, I've had a party, a puzzle party, where you have, everybody has their own section of puzzle and they build it. You know what's surprising about this, totally off topic, what was surprising was I was with my wine group and we were doing puzzles and they were so focused on the puzzle they forgot to drink wine. How's that for sober? Okay, I'm gonna stop there. What is it? Regroup and make sure I know where I'm at and find out where things can go, and then I'll deal with the Legos. That's what I think anyway. You know me, I'm always thinking. I don't know. Okay. All right, this is what I'm keeping so far. There's the party stuff and a few other things. Okay, so the Lego sword, I really want to keep it, but I have decided that some other child will really love this. So if I run into a child, I will give them, otherwise it'll go to the thrift store at some point. Okay, this is my declutter pile. What I have here is totally declutter. Puzzles I'm going to build and then give to Mom. Ask my friends who have arthritis. And these, I'm going to ask my son if he wants them. If he doesn't, then they're going to the thrift store. It's a good thing I volunteer at a thrift store because I can take stuff daily. And that's the key to getting stuff out of your house. Well, I don't go daily, once a week, but either way. All right, Legos next. All right, during the pandemic, my son and I, being bored as we were the only people we had to talk to. He worked in an isolated job and I was retired and there was nobody home. So he came to visit me once a week and we played Legos. But what we did was really quite silly. Now I have all these lovely organizing containers. I used my Tupperware and made little packets of stuff. So these are all the flat pieces. And these are all the people, and these are all the squares and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is, because we did go to all the effort of dividing them, I'm going to put them in Ziplocs, if they fit in a Ziploc, and then I'll put them all back in that bucket, because they did all fit in the bucket. And then when I do that, I'll have all these, what do you call them, decluttering organizer things. So I'm going to do that now. I'll be back. These are all the flat pieces. Legos are like anything else that you decant. If you shake them, you can get them all in there. Okay, YouTube is laugh. All right, everything fit back in here, and I now have 6 organizers that I can use for other projects around the house. So that will go out in the garage. I'm fine storing it. My parents stored stuff for me because they had the house to do it for years. So I will do that for my son as well, because that's what parents do. As long as you got room, right? And it's not causing me problems. So it's going out in the garage. One of the suggestions Cass had in her top 20 declutter ideas was that you're not using your underbed storage very much. And I remember a friend of mine, Bonnie, she used to say, the couch is a great place to store things. And I have stuff stored underneath my other couch, my exercise mats, so they're out of the way. But I have these games, and I'm thinking, since this is a nice wood floor, and this is old couch cushion that I reupholstered my couch, so I don't need it anymore. and I was going to wash it and donate it. But now I'm thinking I put the puzzles in there and they can slide in and out. So let's see if that works. It may not, but it might. Could happen. And it's elastic, so you could put it around the puzzle so it'll come back out. At least that's my theory. It's my theory and I'm sticking to it. Okay. I think that kind of works. And I think I could do another layer if I wanted to. And it's easy to pull out. So I have 2 of these and I have 2 sections of the couch. I could do this. And I'm going to try and store all my games under the couch. Yeah. I'll show you when I'm done. Actually, it's a little bit of a puzzle because there are some games I play more than others. And some are thicker than others. And the couch is only so tall. So some can double stack. So I think it's a little game of Tetris, like April says on the Space Maker method, you have to try several things. So again, I'll get back to you. So this worked surprisingly well. First of all, you can't really see it. It's a little dark in there anyway. It's blue, which is a fine color out here. I just reach down, pull it out, and then pick the game and kick it back in. On the other side, though, I didn't have as many games, although I still have to do cards, so maybe cards will eventually go in the other one. The other one, I mean, not the easiest, but I'm still very fit, so not only did I put it in there, I latched it so that, because it wasn't as full, but maybe by the time I put the cards in there, it will be. I know it's not the most prettiest looking at it from this angle, but all I want is access when I want it, which isn't that often because I do host, but we're not usually playing games. But you never know when you need a game. You'd like to have one, right? So I'm pleased with the results. If I can get the cards in that one, then all the games will be handled. Still have art supplies and a few other things. As much practice as I've had decluttering, yeah, you still need to take breaks. So I've been at it for a little while, just getting this game thing done. So yeah, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to deal with the cards and get them under the couch. And then I will call games done. And I'll have to work on the art supplies next, but that might be it for today. I'll let you know. Okay, well, I'm going to take a sit-down declutter break. So while I'm sitting here, I'll go through the cards. Let me show you what I got. April from Space Maker says, never throw out your decluttering or your organizers until the end. I actually had to go out into the recycle to dig up my iPhone boxes because I'm like, I don't need them. Everybody's got them. I'm going to use them to store the cards. Maybe. Anyway, I have a bunco game, but now I have a better bunco game, so I'm going to get rid of this. Cats of the World, South Dakota, and North Dakota are all souvenir cards of my son, so I'll put them on his pile. And, you know, he can keep them in the Lego box. I've got room. I'm going to keep that. I do have my own souvenir cards, when I mentioned earlier, my Air Force days. This, because who doesn't want more money? I don't know. Probably don't need this one. I like to buy cards when I'm traveling because you never know when you need something to do. So I have tourist cards. This is from Ireland, Santorini, the Oregon coast. I could give those away to someone because I live here. I play Pinochle, so 2 decks, you can have a big hand, and then regular playing cards. So sometimes I take cards so that my friend Darcy suggested that you take cards and then if you need to, you can give them to somebody. So I try to take cards I don't care about. So I could take these and I could take Oregon Coast, and then if somebody needed cards, you're in an airport and you're stuck for hours, that's good. You could do that. All right, so these 3 are going to my son. Let's see what we can do for iPhone. Does he fit? Kind of. I could stand them up, I guess. So we got Pinochle, we got tourist cards, This is from World Domination Summit. I went there. It was really fun, but it doesn't happen anymore, so it's kind of a souvenir. But okay. Okay, so all the cards fit in there. That's good. Then I have these other games. It's a dice game. 2 Unos. I don't know why I have 2 Unos. You know what? I'm going to keep the one without the box and donate this one. Because I don't need 2, right? I don't think you need 2. Oh, my souvenir ones, I got to keep these. So, but they fit in the box too. Dominoes. Not a game I play. Do I not play it because I don't play any games right now, or because I don't like it? I don't know. I think I can let it go. I don't know. If it fits in that couch cushion thing under the couch, cribbage, which you fit here with the cards. Oh, so close. It fit right in here. How about in here? Okay. Pass the Pigs, a fun game that our family still plays, and then more souvenir cards from Alaska. My aunt, I think, gave these to me, so it's just a reminder of her, and she's since passed away, so I'll keep these. So not too bad, I think. I'm gonna get rid of this and the ones to my son. I think everything else will fit in the couch. That's what I'm gonna do. At least that's what I think I'm gonna do. I think with this, I'm gonna stop. Yeah. Too much thinking. Seriously, that's always my problem. I overthink things. I'm getting better at it though. I'm getting better at just doing and not thinking about it too much. One of my things when I travel is that every decision is a good decision because you're in a new place. So you take that bus versus that bus, it doesn't matter. You're gonna go someplace you've never been. And I try to adopt that at home a little bit more. Not you could do anything, but you know, any decision would make progress. So that's what I think. I think if you're making decisions, you're making progress. That's what I think. All right, that is it for the game room. I'll be back another day with more.